guys, how are you all? Hope you're all staying safe and well. Welcome back for another whip and chat. I think I've just pulled my needle off. Good start. I did as well. Anyway, I hope you're all well, staying safe and getting crafty. I'm hoping I've actually set you guys up so you're actually attached to my frame. So hopefully, although my frame might wobble around, you won't see it. Is the aim. We'll see how that goes, how that pans out. Oh no. Nearly did it again. I'm going to have to readjust that now. Anyway, grab your project, grab your drink, come and sit with me. Ellie's sat next to me, but she's on her phone. I think she's behaving like a typical teenager now.
I'm not a teenager.
Not yet, but you're acting like one.
Nearly.
You will be this year. And then there's only Riley to go. Well, they were due back at school this week, Ellie and Tyler. Sent her an email saying they won't be in. You know, I realise you're going to pass this on to the relevant authority, but she tried ringing me, but I decided I'm not going to answer the phone just because it just feels awkward, you know, when you're going against something and like they're trying to talk you round and get you to, you know, send your kids to school. I just didn't want the hassle of that, so I didn't answer the phone, but she sent me an email. Just in general, what we want to happen from here, kind of thing. So, and it, you know, a couple of emails, and then this morning I got one saying, okay, Ellie and Tyler will have work set up on Teams. It won't be live lessons because all the teachers are in school teaching live lessons in school, but they will set work for them to complete. There's one particular teacher who's going to come out and pick it up every Thursday until the 1st of April. I think the 1st of April was the last one, but I think that's Easter then. So, yeah. I kind of sensed she was being a bit off with me. But at the end of the day, they're my kids and I'll do right by them. We did get accused. There's another lady that was dealing with us the last time we didn't send the kids in. And she got quite snotty actually with Rob. And she accused us basically of affecting our kids' mental health by keeping them cooped up the way we are. And what have you. Which was a bit cheeky really, but you'll take my kids off me if I'm not looking after them. But when I am looking after them, you're threatening me with all sorts anyway. It's just madness. So we're just waiting for their work to come through now on Teams. And they will crack on with that. Sent her an email this morning saying Tyler got kicked off Teams on Friday. And we can't remember the password that she reset it with. I mean, he emailed her this morning, 10:30, 11ish. We've had no reply yet. I don't know if they're just trying to make it awkward for us or... But, you know, we're doing what we believe is the right thing. And we aren't the only parents that haven't sent their kids back. We do actually know of a couple more. I mean, it's not just us that have been threatened by the school. Kelly got threatened as well. But she's a single mom, so, you know, I get why she's sent them in. I mean, I'm not saying everyone should keep their kids at home. I'm saying it's a personal choice, and I'm not going to judge you for making your decision. And I hope everyone else doesn't judge me for making mine. Oh, yeah. Anyway, on a lighter note, I've been shopping online, shall we say, looking for a nice fabric for my mirabilia, which I'm so excited to start. I've been looking into the threads I need, because some of them are specialty threads, aren't they? There's a Krynic, there's a rainbow something or another. There's a couple of those threads I need, and they're like £5 a thread. Skein, even. I think I've just done that in the wrong place. Yes, I did. What a numpty. Shh. You're supposed to agree with me. Ellie did make me laugh yesterday. Have you ever put your headphones on and just kind of put your music on while you're stitching or, diamond painting or whatever, and you're singing away? They're at the table playing games, Cluedo and what have you. And I'm just sitting here singing away, doing my stitching, and then I hear Riley shout me. So I pause my music. I look at him and he says, "Mum, you're too loud." I said, "How am I too loud?" He says, "Well, ow, when you were hitting that one note, Ellie was hitting it as well." He said, "And it hurt my ears." And then Ellie went, "Look, you're singing, although it is beautiful," she said. "It's too loud."
This was being honest.
I wouldn't quite say it was beautiful, but never mind. It was funny.
The cream of the sign still gets me though.
Oh, yeah. I was listening to my music. Next thing I know, them two are in absolute hysterics at the table. They've been playing Cluedo for the last couple of days. And every time, was it Riley was guessing? When he'd gone into a room and said, "I accuse," or whatever it was.
Me.
And I think she went to say the scene of the crime. But she said the cream of the sign, apparently, and they were in hysterics over it. To the point where I actually thought Riley was going to wet himself. Oh my God, for 5 minutes, man, they just sat there like rolling around on the chairs, and then after that she just couldn't say it properly, so we've all been there though, haven't we? Said something back to front or weird. My belly? Oh my goodness, if you guys heard that, I'm so sorry. My belly's just deciding to do its own thing. Talking about things being back to front, when I was young, we had these friends that my mum and dad used to like to visit quite a lot, and they had a cat, and it kept getting in the way when she was trying to do a cooking and whatever in the kitchen, and the cat would jump up on the side and she'd get her hair off. I've done one too many of them then. Oh, nuts. Oh, well. Anyway, this is really funny, but to stop herself from swearing at the cat, she would shout cooking fat instead of reversing the two first letters. And my mum thought it was funny. Saved her swearing. If you can hear bangs, I assume Riley's playing with his toys in his bedroom. So I'll apologise for that too. Where'd it go? The weather's actually starting to get a bit warmer around here, although for some reason today I just can't seem to warm up. Have you ever had a day like that where you just feel cold and you can't do anything about it? That's me today. Funny thing is, everyone else, it's like their hands go cold first. No, not me. My nose goes cold first, which is really, really weird.
My feet.
It used to be my hands and feet. Now it's my nose.
My feet.
Well, you walk around with no socks and no slippers on, so... Oh, just for a change.
That's because I've been out though.
Exactly, only because we went shopping. Oops. So, yeah. I did look into getting the colour that they've... Going back to my Mirabilia. I did look into getting the colour that they said it's stitched on. But for some reason, when I type it in, it looks a bit darker than what's on the picture. And I don't like it. So I'm trying to find one that's kind of a little more toned down, but that will look good with her on it. And then I've had to send in an email request to let me know when the bead pack's back in stock. I think is it from the same people I've ordered the chart from? I'm not sure, but they've got a bead pack for it. 15, just short of 15 quid, I think. So I've just got to wait for that to come back in so I can get those. I did try looking for them individually, so I didn't have to buy them all at once, but when you type in like these Mill Hill beads, they give you multiple sizes. And I haven't even got a clue because it doesn't even say on the pattern like if there's a size they're supposed to be. This is my first Mirabilia, so you could forgive me for my ignorance on that score. I was torn because I've seen a few people now with Mirabilias and Chatelaines, and there are so many to blink and choose from. Oh my gosh. And obviously the bigger they go, the more expensive they get. Some of them are like £26 just for the chart, and then you've got to go out and buy all the bits. So I'd want to pick one that was right for me, that I knew I'd finish. Yeah, that's right. And it's so hard to choose. No, too far. It is so dang hard to choose. Where's that? Okay, I've lost myself now. Okay. I get lost so easily on this thing. top of that one, isn't it? Yeah. Now I found a new series the other day as well. It's called Forensics, the Real CSI. And they took you through a couple of cases that they've dealt with recently where they show you exactly what they do from beginning to end. All the evidence they have to collect and scenes of crime people. Nuts. Because in one of them, at first they show you the 999 call, which he says, "I've just murdered my wife." So they literally took you through when they first enter the house. They don't touch anything. They have plates to stand on or whatever they're called if there's lots of blood on the floor. And just, wow. How they test for fingerprints, and if the fingerprint isn't deep enough, they use special things to try and bring up the grain of the fingerprint. And oh my gosh. And then Riley will say, "How do you like this stuff?" It's interesting. I like it anyway. If that makes me weird, that makes me weird. Where am I? There. But I like all that kind of thing, like, I would say CSI, not the program, but like the real life stuff. And then there's been other programs like 24 Hours in Police Custody, where they show you sorry, I'm just focusing on where I am. Yeah, that's it. They show you from the minute someone's arrested how they're processed and interviewed and shown evidence, and I'm just naturally curious, I think. And that one. One down. I wanted to get a load of this done this morning, but I had to go shopping. I hate shopping. Anyone else hates shopping, or is it just me? I don't mind non-grocery shopping, but grocery shopping I hate. I would have shopping delivered, like get them to pick it and deliver it, but then you run the risk of like your fruit being close to date, and I'd rather pick my own fruit. Quite fussy about my fruit. The grapes, I hate green grapes. I absolutely hate green grapes. Where's that? Okay. So I have to buy black or red, whatever they're called. They're so nice. But then you pick up a packet that are like almost green. Like they haven't quite finished getting ready. And they've picked them early. Yeah. I've got some down there that I never finished. Wally. No. Well, my eldest son has just been for his vaccine this morning. He texts me straight after saying I've got a dead arm. But he works with vulnerable children, so I didn't think that he'd be able to get away with not having one. Still not going for mine. My brother and his wife have said they're not having it either still. They haven't changed their minds. But I think they're both scared because she is an epileptic and her seizures of late have been significantly worse than normal. I didn't mark that one off, that was clever. Did I do those then? Oh, yeah. No. And jump over here. Where am I? Yep. Ow. Do you know, it would help if I put my glasses on? They're on top of my head. It's a good start, isn't it?
Yep.
Thought I couldn't see properly. Has anyone ever experienced vibrating in the ears?
Yes.
So have I. Well, my other half drove me insane last night. He kept waking up saying his eardrums were vibrating and it was driving him nuts. So he had a bad night's sleep, and because he didn't sleep very well, I didn't sleep very well. He says it isn't there this morning, well today, but I don't know. Probably got a fly in his ear or something. I've heard of that, you know. I've seen it like in cases on the telly. People have had moths in their ear. Or just the thought of it makes me cringe. Do you know what? I'm stitching where you guys... No, I'm not. I was going to say where you can't even see, but my hand's in your way anyway. Silly. Get in. Up to there, that's it. Done that one. And one on there. And then there. Oh, and I got loads more done on Taz as well this week. I had a whole... I think Sunday I had the day off from stitching. I just thought, you know what, just have one day where I don't touch my stitching. And I felt like getting my crochet out, so I did. So I've almost completed Taz's mouth. I'm halfway up the panel. It's so exciting. I want to get to his eyes, so at least you can see him. But hopefully I should have him almost done by next weekend, so I can show you. I did spend a good few hours on it. I have, he has got whiskers on the image. I've already done that one. And the good thing about Tunisian crochet is when you're crocheting, they make like little squares, so you can almost cross stitch. So I should be able to put him a couple of whiskers on, similar to cross stitching. But I haven't quite got to the bit where his whiskers should be yet, so I'm getting there though. Really, really getting there. I'm sorry if you can see it moving, but you shouldn't be able to, apart from the fabric moving, because you're attached to the piece. Yeah, the frame. That was me again, making funny noises. So embarrassing. I remember when I went back to college and I was redoing my science. I'd sit in science lesson and everyone was quiet because they were working on whatever it was he'd set us. I mean, I was like 30 something then, and my belly just out of nowhere would make this almighty growl. Embarrassing or what? My God, there's so much of this colour. All right then, where am I now then? We are here in there. Hold on. Sorry, I'm just concentrating on getting this right. Got it. There we go. Snip. Found Tyler this morning. I've got a little pot thing, this, to put all my oats in. Well, they didn't look like that this morning. They were actually like long pieces of thread. Tyler decided he was going to tip them all out into my tin lid and chop them into a million small pieces. He found it satisfying, apparently.
Some weird reason. Mind you, someone left me a comment the other day, and I think they said something like happy stabbing or something, because that's what we do with the fabric, isn't it? Over and over and over again. Come on, don't knot. You're going to do it anyway, aren't you? Yep. Ha, got you. And on that side. This colour I'm working on is spread so far across this piece. I'll be here all day just trying to do this one colour, because I'll have to jump and then jump again and miss one, do three. Whoops. My sore healed on my finger in the end from being stabbed multiple times. Eventually.
So sore for days though that was. My other half says you need a thimble. I don't. He said, why not? I said, because I can't work with one of them on my finger. I know they don't have to be metal. You can have like the rubberized ones, but I struggle when I've got a plaster on my finger. It'd be even worse if I had a thimble. So no thank you. I will just suffer the many injuries that I cause myself. Part and parcel of being a cross-stitcher. Oh, I wanted to thank you guys as well. You gave me some really good suggestions. About that cross stitch that I had off the other lady, and her crosses lie differently to mine. Do you know what? I never even thought about turning the project by 90 degrees and someone else said finish stitching the toe in the way she's done it and then just stitch the rest of it the way you prefer to stitch. You guys are so brainy. Apparently I'm not. Right, I'll find that now. On there. I'm going to let you guys go in a second. I'm not going to make it too long. Yep. Sometimes I check and then I double check that I am in the right place. Had to frog some the other day because it looked, I found what I thought was the place it was supposed to be, because it looked almost identical, but it wasn't the right place. So I ended up frogging some. And there's nothing worse than having to frog something you've messed up on. And especially 1 over 1, that's awful to undo. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your week. I hope you have a good one. Hope you have a good weekend, and I'll see you on Sunday for my regular weekly floss tube. Take care. Stay safe. Bye, guys.